Hey guys, at D1138 here, and I am going to be doing my Friday pickup video. Now, I did not pick up a lot of video game related stuff this week. I did, however, pick up a whole bunch of non-video game related stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my video game pickups first, or video game related pickups, and that's going to take 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will do my non-video game related pickups. And I will give you fair warning ahead of time, so if you don't want to watch the non-video game related pickups, you don't have to. So, here we go, video game related pickups first. Last Friday, I was in Akron, Ohio, and I stopped at the indoor flea market and came across this here. It is a Tiger Batman handheld. Let me see if I can turn it so you can see. There it is. And, there's a couple little nicks and scratches on it, but they only wanted $1 for it, and it already had the batteries in it, so I was able to test it and make sure that it worked, and it obviously works. Then, this Monday, I was in Maple Heights, and they have a Salvation Army thrift store there, which I had been to about a month ago, and I noticed that they had some CDI games. Now, they wanted $3 a piece, and my initial inclination was to just jump on them and buy them, but I didn't want to spend that much money because I'm trying to spend less and less money on video game stuff. So what I did is I took a chance and I waited, because I knew in a couple of weeks that it would be marked down to 50% off and I could get them for $1.50 a piece. I know that's pretty cheap that I tried to save $6, but it was worth it because it worked. I knew that the people that went into this particular store were not going to have any idea what CDI games were. They were actually mixed in with the PC games, and the PC games never move in this store. So I took the chance, and they did sell, I think, one of them. Probably they mistook it as a PC game, but it was one that I already had. So the 4 games that I did get were Earth Command for the CDI. All of these, obviously, are for the CDI. I don't know why I told you that. Chaos Control. Battleship. And Mad Dog McCree. So, yeah, $1.50 a piece because I was willing to take the chance and wait. Like I said, there were about 4 others that they had originally. All those 4 I already had, so I didn't really feel the need to pick them up. Then today I was in Fairlawn, Ohio, and it was at a game exchange, or I don't remember, I think game something or other. It's a used video game store. They had a game that was at a reasonable price. It was $3, and this store never prices anything reasonably, but I go into it because it is literally right down the street from the place that I work at. So I got R-Type DX for the Game Boy Color, complete in the box, for $3. Now, $3 is about what you would expect to see the loose cart for, and I got the cart. I got all the little doodad thingamajig pamphlet thingies that are in here, and the box is in surprisingly good condition. So, yeah, $3 for any version of R-Type, in my opinion, is a good price. And I did pop this in and play it, and it is a surprisingly playable version of R-Type. It does seem like it moves a little bit slow from what I'm used to. But in any case, $3, R-Type. Very cool. Now, I'm going to move into the non-video game related pickups because that was all the video game related pickups. So all of you that are totally uninterested in non-video game related pickups, you may leave now, and I'm going to cut, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to show you the gaming, non-gaming related pickups. That's what I meant to say. Alright, now that we've gotten rid of all the prudish video game snobs, we can talk about the really cool stuff, so thank you for sticking around. Seriously, man, who spends so much time and money collecting video games? That's just sad. So, the first thing I got was a computer monitor from my little brother Andy. He went out and bought himself this 32-inch television to use as a computer monitor because he said his 22-inch, only 22 inches, computer monitor had gone kaput. So he offered it to me. I went, picked it up, brought it home expecting to have to take it apart and do work to it. All I did was clean the thing up, blow some dust out of it, and it works great. So I have a new 22-inch widescreen HDMI fancy pants monitor. So thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. Then I was in a Goodwill, and I happened to be walking by where they keep the records, and I saw this thing here. Now this looks, for all intents and purposes, almost exactly like the E.T. vinyl record. But this gray stripe at the top that says, oops, there you go, digital laser video disc is different. So it immediately grabbed my attention. I walked up, and there is an entire collection of laser discs in this store. I expected them to be priced like the vinyl records, which is 50 cents a piece. So what I did is I went through and I grabbed all the laser discs at first that I definitely wanted to have in my collection. So obviously E.T. was one of them. The Ten Commandments. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Killing me. Patton. This is going to take a while, I apologize. The Karate Kid. Apocalypse Now. Independence Day. The Right Stuff. Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Pulp Fiction. Apollo 13. Ben-Hur. Twilight Zone, the movie. Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Octopussy. Top Gun. The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Steve Martin Live. Bunch of Disney movies. Fantasia. Cinderella. The Lion King. Beauty and the Beast. And Aladdin were the movies. You know what? There was one other one that is The Ultimate Oz. And when I first picked this up, this one was missing. It was just this. And this illustrates the reason I love laser discs. Check out the art in the middle of this. Now, that is something that I could hang up on my wall and be perfectly happy to have this displayed in my office. This thing is fantastic. I just love the look of Laserdisc. And then on the back, it's got the old movie posters. But anyway, this is what I initially took with me to go buy at the register. This one, I didn't see until I went back. And I'm very happy I ended up going back, which, yeah, spoil the surprise there. Very happy I ended up going back because this actually goes inside this. It is the making of disc. And, yeah, very cool, very happy to have that. My daughter and my son both absolutely adore The Wizard of Oz, as I'm sure most of us do. I also picked up two movies that I already had. Animal House, which was given to me by Classic Game Hunter. Thank you very much. And I'm going to give these two to a friend of mine. The other one is Star Wars, which I already have. Another perfect illustration of why I love Laserdiscs. So I take all these to the register, and I was expecting them to be 50 cents. That's why I only grabbed the ones that I really wanted to have. And the lady charges me 25 cents a piece. Now, normally it's 50 cents, and normally it's 50 cents per disc. But she didn't bother counting the disc, which is a good thing because the Ten Commandments is 4 discs, and then Wizard of Oz is 3 discs. I mean, it would have cost me a lot more, and that's what I was expecting when I got up there. Well, she didn't. She charged me 25 cents essentially per sleeve, regardless of how many discs were in it. She didn't even look at it. She, again, assumed they were vinyl records, and for whatever reason, vinyl records were 50% off. So 25 cents a movie, took these out, threw them in my car, went back in, and grabbed the rest. Now, these are the movies that I did not at first grab. I didn't bother going through these. I literally just grabbed everything that was left in the pile and took them up to the register, since I'd already taken most of them anyway. So I'll show you the ones that are worth showing you. There are definitely movies in here that I would not have bought had they not been a quarter and had I bothered to go through them. There are some that I probably would have even left sitting there for a quarter. But I picked up Batman Forever, Major League 2, which unfortunately no Major League 1. And you know what? The other 2 Star Wars movies weren't there either. I was kind of surprised. Time After Time, Phenomenon, Goodfellas, and Trainspotting, which I've never seen before. But it's got Ewan McGregor, and I like Ewan McGregor, so maybe that would be pretty good. Now, there were... Oh, sorry. And the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Based on the cover, this is not a movie that I would buy, but I don't know. I've heard it's not terrible, and I suppose it's one of those movies that everybody at some point should eventually watch, so I have it on Laserdisc for a quarter. I also got this huge stack of movies here. Well, it's not a huge stack of movies. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 more movies. And nothing really in here is worth talking about except for this here. I actually got the Pioneer Laser Optics 2, The Future of Home Entertainment. This is the test disc, or the I don't know, example disc. I don't know what I'm looking for. There's a word that I'm looking for that I can't find, but this is the one that they used to put in the machine at the stereo or electronics shop to demonstrate what the Laserdisc was capable of doing. The rest of them, yeah, they're movies like, I don't know, they're movies that I probably wouldn't have gotten had I actually gone through it. So, there you go. Those were my Laserdiscs that I picked up. Got all of these. I got, what, 50 discs, and I ended up getting them for like $13 and change after tax. I don't know, had to share it with somebody. Don't know if everybody's interested in listening, but I thought they were pretty dang cool. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys later. Next week, maybe.